All right, today is day 72 of my 100 days of Keto Chow. That means I have 28 days or exactly 4 weeks left. Woohoo! Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Miriam and I have successfully done the workout program that we've been doing. We haven't missed a single day. We do it 6 days a week and then have a rest day on the 7th, which we just happen at that Sunday, so Monday through Saturday. But even when we were traveling to Colorado, we didn't miss a day. We came close.
Oh yeah,
we came really close, but we haven't missed one yet. Let's see. I have to do this a bit early because I'm going into the dentist office today. I'm going to get one of my teeth crowned. There's a filling that's splitting, and anyway, I was actually there 10 days ago and 4.5 pounds ago. Oddly enough, that'll be pretty funny because they were really fascinated with my whole. The only thing I'm eating is Keto Chow. So they're going to ask, well, how much weight have you lost? And I'll say, well, in the last 10 days, I lost 4.5 pounds. And they'll go, what? And I'll go, yeah, but I'm also a dude, and I had a bit to lose. Actually, quite a bit to lose. Anyway, that does bring me up to 34.9 pounds lost since January 2nd. This morning, I did put on my Zozo Suit. It's this funny black suit with all these white dots on it. And you set your phone up on a shelf thing with a little stand, and you rotate around. And it takes pictures of you and constructs a 3D model and gives you measurements, which is kind of cool. But it's a really good way to get a whole bunch of measurements, and then it stores them. And then if you put them into a spreadsheet, you can do a diff on it, and it'll tell you how many inches you've lost. Unless you are in one of the countries that hasn't landed on the moon and you use the metric system. No. But anyway, so the key takeaway is I've lost around 4 inches from my midsection. Depending on where you want to measure, it's anywhere from 4.5 to 4 to 3.75 inches lost. That's cool. XL shirts definitely fit better. Probably getting close to wearing larges again. Yeah, that's fun. One thing I keep wanting to talk about. When we were in Colorado doing the show, so when we do these shows, we usually have 2-quart Takaya pitchers. It's nice because they have a screw-on lid, so you can just pick them up, and they've got a handle on the top, so they're really easy to use for sampling. They hold 3 meals of Keto Chow at a time. And anyway, so we use those along with an immersion blender to mix up the samples that we're going to be pouring out for people. And I noticed that when we did the avocado oil in the 2-quart pitcher along with the immersion blender, it emulsified the avocado oil a lot better using the immersion blender as opposed to just putting it in a blender bottle and shaking it up. It seems that heavy cream doesn't have a problem with just shaking it up in a blender bottle, but you get a much better result if you use, I finally burped, if you use a blender or an immersion blender. So when you do it just by hand with avocado oil, it mixes it up and the color comes through really dark, of the color of Keto Chow. So for instance, chocolate is very dark brown, and orange cream is very orange, and raspberry cheesecake is very red or pink or whatever you want to call it. But if you do it with the immersion blender, because it's emulsified better, it almost looks like heavy cream does. And so yesterday I mixed up, I think might have been 18 meals of Keto Chow, because starting tomorrow, today's my last day of just avocado oil. Tomorrow I'll be going into avocado oil with MCT oil, and I'm replacing 15 milliliters of the avocado oil with MCT. So it'll be 15 of MCT, 45 of avocado oil, which will be 60 milliliters total, same as I've been doing, 60 milliliters of oil, because they both have pretty much the same caloric content per milliliter. And there I go, using the metric system. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, when I mixed them up yesterday, I did them in a water pitcher with an immersion blender, and it worked out really well. I'll be doing that for the rest of the time I'm doing this. I like the taste a lot better of the avocado oil when it's been properly emulsified using the blender. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And just really quick, the way that you do it, get a big water pitcher. And I like to put a little bit of water in the bottom so that the oil isn't actually hitting the bottom and sticking to it. I know that's a bit of a niggly thing, but anyway, then I'll pour in 3 meals worth of the oil that I've measured. Put in 3 scoops of Keto Chow. Pour in about half of the water, so it's close to the 2-quart mark. Hit it with the immersion blender, and then I'll pour the rest of the water to the 2-quart mark to kind of dislodge any powder that got stuck to the immersion blender, because it seems like there always is. And then you just go to town. Usually there'll be some stuff stuck to the outside of the water pitcher, so you just kind of go along the sides, rotating the pitcher, and it works out really well. And yeah, then you have 2 quarts, pour that into 3 blender bottles, cap them off, stick them in the fridge. Next flavor, and I just go like that, doing 3 at a time, and it worked out really well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Or rather, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, but that's what I did. Anyway, yeah, so I need to get this uploaded because I have a dentist appointment. So I will catch you all on day 73, and yeehaw. Bye.